Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles. I'm back to set one of the Sudokétudes set, or series of puzzles. This is Furnace by BremSter, where I'm continuing to explore what I can do with just playing around with classic Sudoku tricks or using a lot of given digits while exploring constraints. And this is me playing around with my first ever, I think, Palindromes puzzle. I've always struggled with palindromes. I've never really got the hang of them. And yeah, this one I remember being quite happy with. Not a lot of big palindromes in this one, but I just wanted to see what I could do. And now you can try and see what I could do as well. So let's have a look at Furnace by BremSter. Let's just get straight into the puzzle. I was dithering whether I should put anything in. If you want to support this series, if you think these puzzles are worth anything, you can jump to my Ko-fi page. I will link that in the description below. And if you think any particular puzzle is worth it or the whole series worth it, you can just make a donation or not. I don't mind. These puzzles are always going to be made available for free here on YouTube. Furnace by BremSter. So normal Sudoku rules apply in every box, in every row, or in every column. The digits 1 to 9 will be placed without repetition. Palindromes. Along these lines, the digits on these grey lines must read the same in either direction. So if this was 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4. If you were to read this, it'd be 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4 or 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4 in the same direction. If I was to change this to a 7, 4, 5, 7, 6, 5, 4 is not the same as 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 4. The digits are different, or the number is different. 456,754 is not the same as 457,654. The numbers must be the same whichever direction you read them from. That's the way palindromes work. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. And as always, we should probably start with some Sudoku. Don't know how to start with some Sudoku, but we should probably start with Sudoku. I haven't looked at this puzzle in ages. 6 must be in one of those two by Sudoku. Can that be a 6? Looks like it can be. Okay. 2 is not in any of those by Sudoku. So 2 is in one of those two. Oh, the 2 is looking up. That's not a 2. What's a 2? So that puts 2 in one of those two. 1 and 2 is not on any of these lines at all. So 1 in this box. I can't put 1 here because that would put 1 here, and I can't put 1 in any of those. So 1 is in one of those two, and I think the same is true over here. I can't put 1 in those, and I can't put 1 in those because if I put 1 there, that'd put 1 here and it'd duplicate. So 1 is in one of those two. Okay. What about down here? 3 and 4. I can't put 3 in any of those. And I can't put 3 in any of those. 3 is in one of those two. 4 can't go in any of those or any of those. Oh, there. This is a 3-4 pair. 4 can't. 3 can't go in any of those. 3 can't go in any of those. 3 is in those. 4 can't go in any of those. 4 can't go there, and 4 can't go on the palindrome. This is a 3-4 pair. Okay. What about it in this box? 3 can't go. Oh, I've already got 3, but 4 can't go in those or those. Yeah, it's not as powerful. Interestingly, 7 has to go on both of these palindromes. So 7 is in here somewhere and in here somewhere. I think there's something more obvious than that going on. Let's look for naked singles because these are the same digit. What could they be? They can't be 1, 2, or 3. I think they could be 4, can't be 5, can be 6, can be 7. What about these? Because I have found a 3-4 pair. Well, oh no, Well, 4 is up here now. Oh, where's 4 in this box? Because it's a 3, 4 pair. 4 is in one of those, but I can't put 4 on the palindrome. So that's the 4, because if I put 4 there, 4 would go here and I'd have a conflict. So that's a 4. So what is this digit? Because they're the same. Can be 1, can't be 2, can't be 3, 4, can't be 5, could be 6, could be 7, could be 8. 2 in this row looks interesting. 2 can't go here because of that 2. So where's 2 in this row? Let's use purple to indicate. 2 can't go here because of the 2 right above it. 2 here would reflect to here, so it can't be here. 2 here would reflect to here, so it can't be here. So 2 is in one of these 3. 2 here would reflect to here. That doesn't work. So 2 is in one of those 2. 2 is in one of those 2. Which puts 2 right there. That's fascinating. I can't put 2 here because it would reflect in C. I can't put 2 here, it would reflect in C. I can't put 2 here, I can't put 2 here, it sees that one. 2 is in one of those 2. But if I put 2 here, where would I put 2 in this box? I couldn't put it in any of those. I couldn't put it in any of those. I couldn't put it here. I couldn't put it here because then I'd have 2 2s in the box. These are both 2. That is interesting. I like it. I like that. That's fun. Okay. So this is now a quadruple. I'm going to put it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 7, 8, 9. So this is 1, 7, 8, or 9, which has not helped me at all. Well, there's no 8 in either of those. So 8 is in one of those 2. Okay. Yeah, these are ramping up in difficulty, but that's the way it works. I've probably missed a trick, you know. Like 3 and 4. See these 3 and 4? They have to go on the palindromes in this box. That can't be a 3. That can't be a 3. That can't be a 3. So the 3 is on this palindrome. Right, yeah. The 3 can't go on this palindrome because 3 here would reflect here and see this. 3 here sees this. 3 here would reflect here and see this. So the 3 is here. Now 3 here would reflect here. 3 here is seen and 3 here would reflect here. So 3 is in one of those 2 and the 4 I think is the same. 4 can't go here because 4 here would reflect here and be seen. 4 is seen. 4 here would reflect here and be seen. So 4 is in one of these 2, which means 4 is in one of those 2, but that 4 says not there. So these are both 4. And now I've got those 4s. I remember this trick now. 4 is in one of those 2. Can I do anything similar with 3? Maybe not. But maybe with 1 and 2? Because 2 is in one of these 2. But 1, can I put 1 down here? Yeah, I think it was the 3 and 4 down here that did that. This was always weird. These are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now that can't be a 2. That can't be a 2. What can these digits be now? They're a bit more restricted. They can't be 1, 2. They can't be 3. They can't be 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. They can't be 9. 2 in this, yeah, 2 is in one of those two. None of those can be 3. None of those can be 3. I can't put 3 here because it would reflect here and see that. 3 is in here. So this isn't a 3. And 4 is in here. So this isn't a 4. 4 is in one of those two. Can that be a 2? No. So where's 2 in this box? It's not in any of those. It's in one of those. It can't be there. So 2 is in one of those two. Where's 2 in this box? Let's just highlight the whole box. 2 can't be where a digit is already placed. A 2 can't be in a column that sees a 2. This can't be a 2 because it would reflect here and see a 2. So that's not a 2. This can't be a 2, it would reflect here and see a 2. So 2 is in one of those two, which looks up saying that's not a 2, that's a 2. I probably shouldn't have used yellow, but I did. I'm just going to get rid of the yellow there. So can I do more with 2s? 2 is in, oh yeah, the 2 saying that's not the 2. So that's the 2. So this is not the 2. This is the 2. And I've got all the 2s. Excellent. Oh man, this is, I'm happy with this. So 3 is in one of those two. These little bent palindromes, they were tricky. So this could never be 3, and this could never be 3. So these two can never be 3. So where's 3 in this row? It's in one of those two. If it's here, it's also here. Yeah, it might be okay. Where's 6 in this row? Yeah, where's 6 in this row? There's no 6 in those. A 6 here would put a 6 here, and that's broken. A 6 here would put a 6 here. 6 is in one of those two, which puts 6 in one of those two, which means this is not a 6, which means this is not a 6. So 6 is now in one of these two, because 6 is not in any of those, and it's not there, which means this isn't the 6, and I can put 6 in green, which means this is, yeah, I could have got that from that. This is fascinating. And I know it seems like a real ego trip to say that about my own puzzles, but if you talk to most puzzle creators and they go back and look at puzzles they made a while ago, and for me, honestly, this is like 40 puzzles ago, they will turn around and they will find things in a different way or anything. This is not me being like ego tripping. This is why I made these puzzles, to be able to go back and explore the concepts that I'm enjoying. I also solve puzzles by Ashish Kumar and Akash Dulani for these exact things, and the World Puzzle Federation puzzles. They're the sort of puzzles that bring out the sort of stuff like this that I'm enjoying at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 7, 8 to go into those. What are these? These seem a bit restricted. They can't be 1. They can't be 2. They could be 3. They can't be 4. They could be 5. They can't be 6. I think they could be 7. They can't be 8, 9. These are 3, 5, 7. Okay. So these ones can't be 1, 2. It can be 3, I think. Can't be 4. Can't be 5. Could be 6. Could be 7, 8. Okay, I'm looking in the wrong place. Five in this row is a bit restricted. It's in one of those two. Can't put 5 here. It would reflect here and see that one. Can't put 5 in either of those two because the 5 in the box. So 5 is here. It reflects to here. So 5 is in one of those two in this box. So 5 in this column now. What are these 4 digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. And this can't be a 5 because 5 has to be in one of those two. This can't be a 6 either. This is an 8 or a 9. Whatever that digit is, has to be down here, doesn't it? Because it can't go in either of those or there or in any of those. So whatever that digit is goes in there. But, oh, where is this digit in this box? It can't go there or there. It can't go there or there, and it can't repeat in its own row. So it has to be in one of those two cells. So it has to be up here, but it can't be in one of those two. It has to be that digit. So it has to be 9. Those digits are both 9, and there has to be a 9 down here. That's insane. And the sort of trick that I'm trying to learn. So there's no 9 here, and there's no 9 here, and there's no 9 down here. It takes 9 out of those. And now there has to be a 9 on one of these lines, which is in one of those two. 9 here, 9 here, maybe. 9 here, 9 here, which would put 9 here. That could work as well. But can I repeat that trick here? No, because I don't have that digit locked in. It was because I had that 4. What can this be? 1 can't be 2, 3, 4, can't be 5, because that would reflect a 5. So let's look at these two digits. What can they be? Let's remove the 1 and start again. They can be 1, they can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blast, okay. Okay. Oh, there's no 8 there, so there's no 8 there. I mean, this 8 just saw both of them. So 8 in this column. It's not in any of those, because none of those can be 8. It's not there. I think it can be in those, though. Or there. It's in one of those 3. What are these? 1, 5, 7, 8. So these are 1, 5, 7, 8. So this is 1, 5, 7, 8. And yeah, that works, doesn't it? But yeah, if that digit is that digit, it has to appear down there, which means it could be almost anything. And that digit is that digit and has to appear down here. But that could be 5 or the middle digit there could be 5 or 7, or it could be 8 and be the 8 in the corner. Okay, still haven't quite broken this open. That 9 trick was really cool though. Okay, something else, something else, something else. It could be coloring. Maybe it is. So green in this box has to be here. Yeah. Green in this box. It can't be here and it can't be here. So green is in one of those three. So it has to be here. This must be green. Because it's not 6 or 3. And we know these are a different color. Because all 4 of these are different. Because this is also 1578, and it's a different color of 1578. So this color, let's call it, let's get rid of the yellow on the 9s. Whatever this is, let's call it orange. This can't be orange. So orange is down here, but let's call this one the yellow. Let's make it yellow. This has to be yellow now. But we also know that this is yellow and this is orange. And we know that this is not 8. Yellow is not in any of those. There's something here. What is that? Because it is from 1578, but it can't be purple, yellow, or green. Those are orange. These are not green. Well, this one isn't green or yellow. Yeah, I think this is the thing I'm playing with here. This isn't orange. So these are orange. Sorry, these are yellow, purple, and green. That one's not yellow. This is purple or green. 3. I've missed a trick. I know I've missed a trick. I think I'm doing this too early. I think there's another Sudoku trick I need to do first. Like, that's not a 6. 6 is in one of those two. 6 is in one of those two. Because I can't put 6 here, and I can't put 6 here. Six, 6, 6. 6 and 6. 6, 6, 6. If this is a 6, no, I have to put 6 at the end of this. If this is a 6, the 6 in this box, where would it go? I couldn't put it in those. I couldn't put it in those. I'd have to put it there, which would reflect it here. This isn't the 6. The 6 must be at the end of those lines. This is not the 6. That's a 5-8 pair. That's a 6. This is not a 6. Can I do more with 6s now? Yes, this isn't the 6. This is the 6. This is the 1. And these are from 5, 7, 8. So there is a 1 in purple, or because of the 1, 5, 7, 8 here, this now has to be green. but 1 must be in purple or yellow now. So I can take 1 out of green. And green can't be 5. So there's no 5 here. And there's no 5 in orange either. So green and orange are a 7-8 pair. So there's no 1 in those. So this is a 7-8 pair. I can take 7-8 out of purple and yellow. That's got to help, doesn't it? 1-5 means there's no 1 here. 1 is in one of those two. I think I'm solving this the wrong way. But I'm having fun with it. So these are 3, 4, 9. This is a 3, 4 pair. 4 must be in here. Yeah, 4 must be in here and 3 must be in here now. So this is a 3, 4 pair. And now whereas 9 in the column, this is the 9. And this is a 7 or an 8, which means it is the orange 7, 8. So this is the 5, and this digit is the 9, making that the 9, meaning this is not the 9. Wow, this is tricky, but I'm having fun with it. I feel like I'm constantly doing an ego trip when I'm doing this, but I'm having a ball with the puzzle, and that's what matters. So this is a 7, 8 for the row, and it must be... No, I'm broken. No. The 8 is made green, 7, and orange, 8. And I can get rid of orange and green. I like to get rid of colours when I can. And this, 1, 2, this is a 3, which looks down making 4 and 3. It's possible I didn't need to do all this colouring. I may have just missed something. This is now 3 by Sudoku, making this 3. The 8 makes this the 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 7, making this a 7. Looking down saying this isn't a 7. The 8 makes this the 1 and this the 7. Something will have resolved these palindromes, I'm sure. What are these? 1, 5, 9. There's no 5 in any of those. This is the 5. And the 1 looks like making this the 9, this the 1. The 5 looks down making yellow 1, making purple 5. I can select everything and get rid of colours. And now I should just be able to resolve this quite cleanly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. I've already got a 5 in column 9. So this is the 5. The 7 makes that the 4 and that the 7. That means this isn't a 4. The 1 means this isn't the 1, so this is the 1. The 7 means this is the 8. The 3 means that's the 4 and that's the 3, and I'm down to a single box. Even I should be able to do that. The 4 says that's not the 4, that's the 4. So we've got a 5, 8 in row 4, and the 5 is looking down, making that the 8 and that the 5. The 3 means this is the 1. That means this is the 3 by pencil marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9, and that is the correct solution to Furnace by BremSter. And even though I felt that was probably the hardest one I've done so far, it was still only a 26-minute solve. So not a brutally hard puzzle by channel standards, just a hard puzzle by this series standard. And I think the next puzzle I do is probably going to be the hardest puzzle in set 1. So the next puzzle is going to be a Renban puzzle, and apparently the testers struggled more with the next puzzle than they did with any of the others. But I'm really enjoying this series, and I'm really curious to see. I'm recording all of these before I start releasing any of them. But I'm going to be very interested to see what people's feedback on this series is. And I've already recorded like 4 sets worth, or created the puzzles, sorry, for 4 sets worth. But so I am going to do those, I think. But I'm going to be interested to see what people think of this after they see the first set. Thanks everyone for watching. I really do hope you're enjoying the puzzles. And as always, good luck with your solving.